Hello to all my friends and family, and welcome to this episode of Jim's 5am Club. What I'd love to do on this wonderful Sydney summer day is to do a walk and talk by this little creek along this beautiful bush trail and talk to you about a book entitled How to Raise Kids Who Aren't Assholes. A provocative title, and this book was authored by a lady named Melinda Wenner Moyer and published on the 20th of July 2021, back in the days where we were all locked up and not knowing where our future was going to be because of COVID. This book offers a thoughtful and research-based approach to parenting that focuses on cultivating respect, empathy, and kindness in children by examining various psychological studies and practical strategies. Moyer provides parents with the tools they need to raise considerate and compassionate individuals. The first key message to come from this book, from this author, is that children need to model respectful behaviour. And the author reminds us and emphasises that children learn by observing their parents. And that's why, as parents and grandparents and caregivers, we need to understand that how we react and respond to the various challenges that we face in our lives has a significant impact on those little individuals that we have in our world around us, because they actually model and pay attention and try and copy what we do. And by demonstrating respectful and kind behaviour in everyday interactions sets a very powerful example for our children and grandchildren and all of those others who happen to be watching from a distance. The author here talks about the importance of teaching empathy early. The book highlights the importance of nurturing empathy from a young age, and parents can encourage children to consider the feelings of others through discussions, storytelling, and role-playing. The author talks about the importance of encouraging open, honest, and frank discussion. She advocates for fostering open dialogue about feelings, experiences, and values, encouraging children to express themselves without feeling uncomfortable. Encouraging children to express themselves helps them develop emotional intelligence and understanding. This author, like many other authors, talks at length about setting boundaries for children that are clear and unambiguous, establishing and enforcing, very important words there. Not only do you need to establish them, but you also need to enforce the boundaries as well. And the author says that establishing and enforcing boundaries is crucial for teaching children respect for themselves and for others. And Moyer suggests that clear expectations help kids understand acceptable behaviour. I'll just try and cross over the stream here. It rained a bit last night, so the water has come up a bit. So let's just get across step by step. And I'll just stop here and just continue with another point. The author also talks about the importance of praise, recognising and praising moments of kindness and respect reinforces these behaviours, and Moyer recommends focusing on the effort behind the actions rather than just the outcomes. Okay, I'm across. The author also goes on to talk about how important it is to teach conflict resolution skills. Once again, this book highlights the importance of teaching children how to resolve the conflicts that will come their way and how to resolve them constructively. Equipping children with negotiation and communication skills fosters respect in relationships. The author also goes on to talk about limiting exposure to negative influences, and I guess as parents we all understand this pretty clearly. Moyer addresses the impact of the media and peer influences on behaviour. Parents should be mindful of the content that their children consume and encourages critical thinking about negative portrayals of behaviour. So to get the children to try and understand what constitutes negative behaviour and how they address it in their own little minds. The author goes on to say that as parents and as family units we need to promote altruism, engaging in community service and acts of kindness fosters a sense of altruism, and Moyer suggests involving children as early as possible in volunteer opportunities to cultivate a spirit of giving and connection with those around them who are outside of their immediate family. And the last key message from this author is that parents need to be consistent and patient, because raising respectful and kind children is an ongoing process, an ongoing journey, a journey that is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and over an entire lifetime. You can't do it part-time. You can't do it where one parent lives in one house, the other parent lives in another house. It just becomes extremely difficult to be consistent and patient when there isn't a consistency and patience in their own living environment. And the author reminds parents that consistency in teaching values and patience in the process are essential for long-term success. So in summary, this book provides practical insights for parents striving to cultivate kindness, empathy and respect in their children. And by implementing these strategies, families can, to a certain extent, foster a positive environment that encourages the development of compassionate individuals.